So this is just a little look at what this is in experience, what this sort of investigation and this seeing, this actual naked seeing as it is, how that translates into our experience. So before I started investigating this question of who I am, who am I, life was very, very difficult, for lack of a better word. It was hard to be alive, literally. There were feelings of harshness, a lot of tightness, and a sense of threat, feeling like I had to defend myself all the time. And there's kind of a background trouble. It's like the fight or flight response being triggered all the time. Because what happens is, the way it felt for me was that there was the world that I had to respond to, that the body had to respond to, and then also there was my world. There was what's happening for me, which is all that layer, right, that we investigate, the interpretive layer, me and my thoughts about what's happening. What are they really thinking? Is that guy a threat? I think he might be. And then see what happens, or what I felt was happening, was a sort of living in two kind of parallel worlds that are running at the same time, and having to be divided in them. So it feels like being divided against myself, because in terms of keeping up social pretenses, I have to be in this world, which I wasn't very good at, because this fascinating world of me took up so much real estate, took up so much time and energy. And the notion that there is time is part of that imagined world. So the body, in its innocence, reacts to whatever. It just reacts to whatever it seems to be happening. So all the focus going into this me notion creates a lot of tension and upheavals in the body, emotional distress, a lot of kind of tight, clenched feelings, a sense that there's a threat. That's kind of a main one. Fear, really. So it creates fear. And investigating what we are, we come to experience that what we are is this unconditional love in which the whole thing happens. And so then that can create a more of an ease. It can diminish all those upheavals and difficulties, because we're no longer feeding into the concepts, we're no longer believing what the mind throws out. So we can live more in a sense of love, really, of all-encompassing love. Whereas if I invested in this concept that I'm going to be looking for that love, I'm going to be grasping for it and hoping it will happen, and afraid that it won't happen, and thinking that some people are an obstacle for me, so I have to get around them. And there's all kinds of games going on that don't really need to be going on for there to be functional living, for there to be actual life, enjoyable life even. So that's what this is about. If we investigate who we are, there is a translation into the experience that subjectively may feel a lot more comfortable and a lot easier and a lot more joyful than living under the false pretense of the me. So there is a direct benefit to investigating in this way, as long as we can see what we truly are and not invest in beliefs about what we are, because then it strips away any benefit whatsoever, because there's a claiming that happens, something in it for me, and that will continue the search. So that's what this is about. It's just a direct look in, and you can do it right now. There is something we can do, because I believed that there was no one. I believed that. So that pretty much stopped me, right? That stops the investigation right away, because there's no one to do anything. There is someone to do something, but that someone isn't an object, it isn't a form. So just, if there's still a search going on, just keep looking. And that sounds like time. What I should really say is just look now. Just stop right now and see. That's it. Horrible message, But the message is just that the lived experience is what's real, so there's no need to worry about the messenger, the message, or the one listening, because what you are is beyond the whole thing. So thanks a lot, and take care.